So there is a connection that has been made public. In fact, it took a little bit of digging deep to find this out. At times when you are on a journey such as this one, we get carried away. Many of us lose sight of that simple, that little thing that will point you into the right direction, that will make you know that it seems our thought is really kind of connecting itself. You'll be wondering what I'm trying to say. Stay with me. You will get to understand where I am heading, because what you're about to hear will block your mind away from that maybe this Wunmi, maybe Elegusi, maybe. Why am I saying this? According to our guest, there is a connection between Elegusi and Wunmi, and she said she has it right with her. And she talked about some other connections, not just this connection 1, connection 2 also, and connection 3. He said that he has never ever had any business to do with Mohbad, not to talk of Cynthia. That is what Elegusi said in some of the write-ups that we have seen. But about the bullying of Mohbad and Sam Larry, he had issued his disclaimer. What is this thing about Elegusi? Apart from Mohbad's petition, one would ask, because it is only that petition that included Elegusi. It is not the right thing to defame someone, but then there is a thin line between defamation and accusation. Now, when you accuse, you will be asked to present evidence. Now, we live in a climate where police officer will arrest you and then find a way to cook up lies against you. That's how they operate. They want to nab you first or kidnap you, then they cook up stories that are not true against you. You might even be placed in front of hardened criminals and they put guns around you guys and you'll be wondering what you are doing there. You've not even seen a locally made one before, not to talk of an exotic one or state of the art. What you're about to hear will make you see and realize why people decided to attack Elegusi. It is the system, it is the way of life. This is what the law enforcement do. That is how they operate. So what do you expect? People will first, they will accuse you and then they will work on evidence. It's as simple as that. The police need to understand that they are the ones that started this process. This is how they operate. Even the DSS, they arrest you, then they cook up stories against you. Most of the cases, this is how they operate. I've said it times with that number. The Elegusi's name got into this justice for Mohbad and later metamorphosed into Liam and Wunmi through the door of that petition. Is that defamation of character? Or it is simply connecting dots together, trying to make sense out of it? There is no clear evidence of Elegusi and Wunmi and Liam or being directly involved in the demise of Mohbad. Not at all. No clear evidence yet. But there are certain dots. I want you guys to follow me through this journey as we listen to our guest. Let us see if what she's saying is making sense or not. But before we proceed, please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Still on Justice for Mohbad.
Nǹkan tí mo kọ́ bá fẹ́ tẹ̀mọ̀ ni pé Elegusi sọ pé òun ò mọ Wunmi. Bá ṣe kí n ṣọ́ọ̀kì lọ́sàn-án yìí. The same solicitor lòun àti Wunmi ń lò ní UK. Ṣé Elegusi ló sponsor Wunmi ní ìtorí Liam tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Solicitor yìí náà ló fún mi ní petition lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wunmi ní 3-4 months ago. Ṣé rántí? Solicitor ló fún mi ní petition. The same solicitor náà Elegusi ń lò. They have a lot of things in common. Ẹ má gbàgbé pé olórí burúkú tó ti bàjẹ́ fún tó ń ṣàgbẹnusọ fún Elegusi. Last week on ṣe show. Màá lọ wá fídíò yẹn, màá kọ́ ti bí kékeré yẹn, màá gbé sórí social media kí gbogbo yín gbọ́. Olórí burúkú tó ti bàjẹ́ fún tí gbèsè ayé ò lè rí, kò lè rí bá ti ṣe kò lè rọ́nà gbégbà mọ́. Ó dàbí àwọn babaláwo ológun kà, èyí tó ti bàjẹ́ fún. Ẹ̀sìn tí mo sọ, mi ìfẹ́ máa fún wọn ní recognition. Òun ló máa ń kọ́ ti fídíò fún olórí burúkú Elegusi. Oní trainer sí 2 left leg. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Bàbá yẹn sọ ní last week tó ṣe show. Ó ní Elegusi ní kóhun kí wọn. Ó ní Elegusi ní kóhun kí wọn. Ó ní Elegusi sọ pé kóhun make sure pé òun look after Wunmi àti Liam. Ṣé ló pé tí ọba ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù, ó máa ṣì sọ. Kò parọ́ o. Nǹkan tí Elegusi bá sọ ní kọ̀kọ̀, òun ló wá sọ ní gbangba. Ó ní Elegusi sọ, and I said it and I quote. Ó ní Elegusi ní kóhun look after Wunmi àti Liam. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ẹ bá mi dìyẹn mú. Now ẹ jẹ́ kí n ka lẹ́tà yẹn. Dear Oluwabukola JC, your statement and blogs alleging the involvement of Dr. Muiz Banire. No, to Muiz Banire come. Okay. So ti Banire no fún mi lẹ́tà. Ìyẹn ti pẹ́ ṣe wọ́n ti pé mo sọ fún yín. Ṣé wí pé àti Banire o, àti Elegusi, àti Wunmi, lọ́yà kan náà ló ń lò nílùú òyìnbó. Ṣé ti rí? Ti Banire ni mi tẹ̀wé pé ti Banire ni mo mú. Ẹ tún fún mi ní 1 minute. Ẹ jẹ́ kí lọ mú ti Elegusi wá. Ẹ fún mi 1 minute. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí pé mo sọ pé Banire náà fún mi ní lẹ́tà? Munis Banire. Títí ẹ̀ ní ṣe wípé the same kini ló lò. Títí Munis Banire ni. Ṣé wọ́n ti Munis Banire? Òun ni solicitor Elegusi ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé wọ́n ti Munis Banire? Òun ló ń bá Elegusi kọ lẹ́tà. Petition letter. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Munis Banire. Òun ni ó ń bá Elegusi kọ petition letter. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, last èmi ni máa pa gbogbo wọn. Wàhálà mi ló máa pa wọn. Tí Munis Banire ni, tí Elegusi ni. Àwọn olórí burúkú. Now, ṣé rí pé solicitor kan náà ni. Tí olórí burúkú Wunmi mo ti yà yẹn, ìyẹn is a non-living thing. I'm not gonna give attention to that. Ẹ rí pé mo post yẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Yeah. Now, tí Munis ti kọjá sómi ní ká yẹn. Mo ní yẹn bí báyìí. Gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ti mú fọ́lọ́pàá. Ti Elegusi lélẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ka ti Elegusi lélẹ̀. The letter was dated on the 20th of June, 2024. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Only your statements and blogs, that is the title of the letter, the letter. Your statements and blogs alleging the involvement of His Royal Majesty Oba Saheed Ademola Elegusi in the death of Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba aka Mohbad. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ẹ má gbọ́. Now the letter reads, but she collect her in. We are the solicitors to His Royal Highness Oba Saheed Elegusi, on whose instruction we write this letter. Our instructions show how you have been harassing our clients and making utterances damaging his reputation. He has no reputation, which amount to defamation of his character. We understand that through comments you have been making on your blogs, like Buki Jesse, you expose Oba Elegusi. You allege our client is involved or complicit in the death of Mohbad on the 12th of September 2023. When you know quite well this is false, you reference a petition said to be written by late Mohbad seeking the assistance of the Nigerian police and stating he was assaulted by Samson Erifolami Balogun, aka Sam Larry, and others on the 25th of June 2023. And that during the assault, Sam Larry is alleged to have stated he works for our client, who asked him to deal with him, the late Mohbad. despite being aware that nowhere in the alleged petition is our client. Our client was mentioned that the palace on the 14th of the son Samson Erifolami, and not being a member of the royal family, and not working for either royal family or our client in any capacity, and calling for a thorough investigation into the death of Mohbad case. You continue peddling your false and damaging allegation that our client was involved in Mohbad's death through your blogs and comments in February 2024 and April 2024 thereafter. This letter is sent firstly as a warning, considering under the Protection from Harassment Act. Your behavior towards our client is knowingly intended to and did cause him harassment, alarm, and distress. We therefore request you to desist immediately from such further comments and harassment, failing which our clients reserve the right to make a report of your conduct to the police. Secondly, and most importantly, your conduct amounts to defamation of our client's character. Remember. However, on account of our client's statures in community and for pure sensational with a view to improving your viewing figures, you maliciously defamed our client, alleging his involvement or complicity in the death of the late Mohbad by reportedly telling your listeners and broadcasting that our client is involved or complicit in the unfortunate death of late Mohbad. You give your listener the clear impression that our client is involved or complicit murder with a view to lowering his esteem in the eyes of the public. Our client, being a king and leader in the community, has suffered damage by your defamation. Our client demands 4 p.m. Our client demands by 4 p.m. on the 4th of July, as an immediate effect, to retract and correct and apology to our client to restore his reputation. One by 4 p.m. on the 4th of July. One he can correct, one he can apologize, one he can butter, can restore reputation Elegusi. We therefore request you make the broadcast a statement correcting the impression you have given the public. Remember, do you work alone or you have a big office in London?
I don't understand the relevance of that.
Okay. Anyway, I got a letter from you.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Oluwabukola Elizabeth Jesse. I reside in Manchester.
Okay.
Can you remember that name?
I think we have seen details about the name.
Okay, do you want to make a search or can I continue?
Yes, you can continue.
Okay. I got a letter from you. You are representing... Hello?
I'm sorry, you caught me in the middle of something. I'm just trying to...
Okay.
Can you give me 1 second, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was in the middle of something when you called. So yes.
Okay. The letter was dated on the 20th of June 2024. And in the letter, you stated, are you the solicitor in this company? Or do you...
Well, I'm a solicitor in this company, yes.
Okay. So in the letter, you stated that I accused Elegusi of Mohbad's death. Can you, or do you want to bring your own copy so that you can read what I'm talking to you about?
Okay, let me call. Just give me 1 second, right?
Okay.
Let me call for the file. One of my colleagues dealing with it and get the file.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, I think I've seen the file now. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see the letter with you, the one you sent to me, Abi?
I've called for a copy of the file so I can see one of the letters. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want them to say maybe I did not talk to you. I'm representing the public. And I don't want them to think I did not talk to you. So that's why I'm calling. We are not going to say something defamatory or something that is going to attack anybody here. Are you okay with it? Or you want me to court? I don't want to talk to you in private. Please.
Madam, I think you are, from what I can see the file, you are a blogger or something like that.
Yes, I'm not a blogger. I'm a voice for the voiceless.
Okay. Now, this is a letter that was sent to you, a legal letter. May I just suggest that you respond to the letter? That would be better than you calling and putting me on live chat.
Okay, let me tell you, sorry, sir. Let me tell you why I'm not going to respond to that letter. Because all what was in the letter was lies. So you told me, in the letter you said I should make an apology of everything I've said about Elegusi before the 4th of July. Now I want to ask you a question. Do you want me to send a petition whereby Mohbad puts the name of Elegusi? That was why his name has been mentioned all over the world. If you want... Yeah, I told him.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Miss Jessie, as I said, we sent you a letter, a solicitor's letter, right? Now, I understand you know your rights. Now, the appropriate thing for you is to respond to the letter, and let's do it that way, okay? I cannot be on live chat with you.
Okay, let me quickly ask you a question.
Inappropriate.
You said I should apologize, and I don't want to apologize. So, how else do you want me to respond?
Just write anything you want to write. You got the letter.
Okay, and I'll send you copies. Okay,
Thank you.
That's fine. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Said, help me. Mama Jabai, ma fi so ohun e mo bata yin. Said ti pe. So Naija. Solicitor let's say ezi lo pe. Mi ni bu boda yin. Boda yin ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Said. The petitionist will petition the petition. Said. Èmi go wa lo etu sin, ma fi petition ni. Mi ni bu etu iṣẹ́ ìlú ń ṣe. Àbí kò yé yín? Mi ní bó ètù iṣẹ́ ètù ló ń ṣe. Àbẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Said, màá petition ẹ nínú petition yẹn, màá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé kí lorúkọ ẹ wá nínú petition pé Mohbad sọ pé tóun bá kú kọ́ mú ẹ. Said, mo ti sọ fún ẹ. Kóbìnrin tó àtọ̀rìn, kọkùnrin tó àtọ̀rìn, ká wo ẹni tó máa lómi lẹ́yìn lẹ́sẹ̀ jura wọn lọ. Said, mo ti sọ fún ẹ, ibi tẹ́rin méjì bá ti jà, koríko bẹ̀ ló máa sọ́fà. Said, wàá ló béèrè tó bẹ̀. Now, ẹ mọ̀ bí tí mo ti ní problem pẹ̀lú Said. Èyí tó fi ń mú gbogbo èèyàn tó fi ń petition. Nínú petition tí Mohbad kọ. Inú petition yẹn Mohbad kọ orúkọ àwọn èèyàn mẹ́rin síbẹ̀. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ló rán àwọn iṣẹ́. Why can't you petition those people? Oh, she petition Sam Larry. Oh, she petition Elele. Why are you petitioning people that are fighting for justice? Said. Sorry pé mo sọ pé daft dáńkó ara wa ní ìjìnlẹ̀ pampam. Said stated in that petition, he said, Sam Larry sọ pé wọ́n ló wọ́n kọ́ wọ́n máa ná òun tí wọ́n máa fi pa òun Said Elegusi. And because of what we saw in that petition, that was why your name was mentioned worldwide. And the police were trying to cover you. Mohbad wrote the petition. They never responded to the petition. The same thing they are doing to Mohbad's father right now. And the people that are fighting for justice. Sam Larry said, all stations settled. All claims closed. Oku Okinbayare Rojo. And Sam Larry, Sam Larry is close to you. And in Mohbad's petition, Mohbad stated, Sam Larry sọ pé Elegusi ló wá àwọn sorry. She continue saying, your calling BJ, speak Yoruba. English is bitter. She and Bonnie. Nínú statement yẹn, Sam Larry sọ pé, no, Mohbad sọ pé, Sam Larry sọ pé Elegusi ní kó máa lé àwọn kiri àfi tó bá pa òun. Èyí tí Elegusi fún inú gbogbo àwọn tá ń wá justice. Why Elegusi kò petition Sam Larry kí gbogbo wa rí? Sam Larry, ibo ni mo ti bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Sam Larry, instead of them to tell me, ipe kí n wá stop, kí n wá apologize. Sam Larry ni kó wá stop, kó wá apologize. Because Sam Larry ni Mohbad sọ pé, ó sọ pé Elegusi ló ní kó wá pa òun. Am I communicating? So why is Elegusi coming after us? We are just following what we saw in the petition. I beg, Bobby. Nípa paternity Liam. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi. Spending sọ pé ìgbà tó ń bọ̀ láti ibi tó ti lọ ṣe show. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi. Spending ni wọ́n jáde lẹ́ni. Only as a matter of fact, Wunmi fẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀. Only kò wá bọ́lẹ̀ mọ́, ó ló wá make phone calls. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi. Ẹ bá mi bèrè lọ́wọ́ Wunmi, ṣé ọba ló ń pè àti gbogbo àwọn tó fẹ́ wá pa Mohbad. Immediately tó make phone call tó la gbọ́ pé Mohbad kú. Mo gbé photo kan síta, màá tún fi wọ́n gbogbo yín sìn, let me check. Ìyá Mohbad said, and I quote, Ìyá Mohbad sọ pé Monday ni Mohbad kú. Ìyá Mohbad ò ṣì sọ o. That was not a slip of tongue. Ìyá Mohbad said, and I quote, only Mohbad died on Sunday. Sorry, on Monday. Èmi náà sọ fún yín, òkú tí ó rùn, tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ Tuesday tí Wunmi sọ pé Mohbad kú ló kú, kí ni bàbá Ẹ̀bámà Dàrúṣà, kí ló ẹ̀ǹbàmù fún? Òkú tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kó rùn. Kí lẹ ẹ̀ǹbàmù ẹ̀ fún? Òkú tí ò tí pé 24 hours. Kí lẹ ẹ̀ǹbàmù ẹ̀ fún? So definitely Monday ni Mohbad kú. Wọ́n try láti package ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Wọ́n try láti package ẹ̀. Láti jí gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ jí. Ìtorí ẹ̀ lọ ṣe pé lọ́yà lọ pé gbogbo wa. Wọ́n jí gbogbo nǹkan tó fẹ́ jí tọ́. Wọ́n change sedatious. Wọ́n kó gbogbo owó Mohbad. Gbogbo jewelry Mohbad. Everything ni Wunmi kó. Phone Mohbad. Wunmi kó gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó bà gbogbo CCTV jẹ́. Monday tí Mohbad kú ṣe gbogbo ìrántí. Ìyá Mohbad sọ mo yìí bá wa ṣe full show. Ìyá Mohbad sọ. Ó ní jọ́ Monday yẹn òun kọ́kọ́ pé Wunmi. Ó lóun lálàá. Ó ní Wunmi ní kò sí nǹkan kan. 2 hours later, Wunmi pè, mọ́mí nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o, ẹ ní kò kú ọmọ o, ẹ ní kò kú ọmọ o. Monday ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Tí ìyá Mohbad dẹ̀ correct. That was not a slip of tongue. Wunmi tún package gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó tún sọ pé Tuesday ló kú, àwọn ọlọ́pàá olórí burúkú yìí, àwọn omi nìkùn, wọn rí nǹkan kan ṣe sí. Mo fẹ́ fi nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí. Ẹ tó bá ní number spending, ẹ bá mi pè spending. Kẹ́ bá mi confirm nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè. Mo ń bọ̀, mo fẹ́ fi nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí. Mo fẹ́ fi nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí ní sùúrù. Mo fẹ́ sáré fi nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí. Oh, sorry. Ẹ sáré fi nǹkan kan wọ̀nyí. Àìjọ́ wo mo share fídíò yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n rí fídíò yẹn. Fídíò tí kíní ti kọ́ yẹn, ìjọ́ wo mo share. Okay, má worry, má lọ sórí IG. Má lọ wo lórí IG. Ṣé máa rí láì jù ṣá? Yeah. Now mo fẹ́ fi nǹkan kan wọ́n gbogbo yín. Ẹ wo fídíò yìí. Ẹ lè má rí dáadáa. Ẹ wo ẹ̀yin bí scarf ya Mohbad yẹn. Ẹ wo release yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ kán ni. Ṣé ìgbà tó ń ná Mohbad ṣé rántí pé ẹ wo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ ti rí? Ẹ wo release yẹn. Ṣé ti rí? Gbogbo ẹ̀ kán ni. Ṣé ti rí? Ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ ti rí? A responsible mother. Irrigation ní competent tọ́mọ kẹfílẹ̀ bẹ́yẹn. Àtọ́tilétọ̀ ni Mohbad owó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ gbàgbé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó wà lọ́wọ́ Mohbad. Èlò ló ń ṣe rin yẹn. Ìjọ Monday ni rin yẹn kan. I'm telling you for free now. Ibi tó ti ń ná Mohbad wọ́n pa Mohbad ni mo sọ fún yín. Wọ́n ná Mohbad débi pé ẹ lọ wojú Dàwọ́ṣà, ẹ lọ wojú àwọn tó wà nínú mọ́tò yẹn, ojú wọn wú. And black man ló ti kọ́kọ́ sọ, only there was a fight. Ẹ bá wa pé àwọn tó wà nílé, kí ló kọ́ rẹ́ẹ̀nì yẹn? Ẹ lè sọ fún mi pé bí rẹ́ẹ̀nì yẹn ṣe rí nìyẹn láti dọ́tọ́ tí ń gbénu bẹ̀, kọ́ má tún ṣe. Ibi tọ́mọdé ń gbà, ibi tí gbogbo èèyàn ń gbà, ó wà dangerous. Kí ló kọ́ rẹ́ẹ̀nì yẹn? Ta ni Wunmi pè ìgbà tó wà tí Mohbad ń sọ̀rọ̀ paternity nínú mọ́tò? Ta ló ń pè? Spending ló sọ̀nà. Ó nígbà tó ń jà, ó fẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ ìgbà tó ń dé roundabout ilé wọn. Ó ní kò wá bọ́lẹ̀ mọ́, ó wá make phone call. Ta ni Wunmi pè lóhùn yẹn? Ṣé torí Mohbad ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan ni paternity ọmọ, ó ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà, ó kàn gbé sára ni. You think say I know they see too many things ìmọ̀lẹ̀, many things. Oh, why? You think say I know they see?
According to our guest, ladies and gentlemen, still on Justice for Mohbad, Wunmi, Cynthia, Adebanjo, and Oba Elegusi of Ikate Kingdom contracted the same lawyer in the United Kingdom to serve our guest, to petition our guest, to do the same on Sahara Reporters seems to be too much of a coincidence to a lot of people. They are like, wait, hold on a second. Why is Wunmi and Obelegushi using the same service provider? Is there a unified fight? Is there something behind the curtain that we are not aware of? What exactly is this thing happening that we are not really clear about? What is going on? What is going on here? These are the questions that she started asking herself, like, okay, all right, they do not want me to talk about Justice for Mohbad anymore. They do not want me to mention names anymore. They do not want me to connect dots together anymore. It's okay. But what is this thing about both of them using the same platform called Sahara Reporters, and now lawyer. What exactly? Is it that the lawyer in the UK contacted Wunmi and contacted Elegusi and told both of them, look, as per what is happening, I can offer you guys my service. I know the lady in question, and if you want to investigate or find out more about me, you can as well proceed on that. This is what I do here. Don't worry, I will do the needful. Is that what happened? Is that what connected? And also Sahara Reporters. Did Sahara Reporters, any of their reporters, bloggers, journalists, or whatever, did they contact Elegusi and contacted Wunmi saying, okay, you know what? Whatever it is that you want to say, we will help you, since both of you have been put in the same box. I have said it times without number before it escalated into this, before the petitioning thing came into it. And I said that there is no way this petition of whoever is going to solve or put an end. Elegusi's name will continuously be proclaimed in a bad way, in a bad light, even if he's not part of this terrible act or behind it or ordered it, of the people that bullied Mohbad. Not to talk of the child. I had advised, I said the best way to treat this before it becomes a wound, a septic one, that will take a lot of, maybe you have to cut off that leg before you get a little bit of sanity, and you can never remain the same. This is social media. It is a serious weapon. It can bring and crush enemies and it can also become a collateral damage, meaning those that are innocent and those that are not, they can be caught between crossfire. So, Oba, why don't you do the needful? Call a journalist. You don't need to make it a press. If you think it is an insult to your status as a king, your image, and your person as a human being, as long as you know you are innocent of this, through, innocent of it, why don't you call one journalist, do like a 10-minute, talk about every other thing happening in Nigeria or in your Ikate or whatever charity organization that you have or whatever, just in between this, let this journalist, I'm not talking of brown envelope journalist that is coming to, just say what you need to say, Elegusi, and address that particular part that people want you to be clear of. Because the story has already been cooked. Clear this part of it. You don't need to spend 10 minutes talking about it. You can spare 2 minutes or 1 or 30 seconds. Just simply make it clear. Say, hey, this is an insult to my throne. It's an insult to my personality. Nowadays, people have lost respect, not because kings cannot commit crime. It is there in history. Yeah, being a king or even a cleric, religious cleric, does not absolve you. It doesn't mean. But in this situation where this is just an insult to you, you can as well address it that way and make it clear. There is this talk going around about the wife or the partner of a music artist that got cut off in his prime, that passed away in his prime, if you want to use it that way. If you don't want to use the word got cut off, so they will say, do you know who cut him off? You can as well just present it that way, like a young man that passed away. I think the police are on it. It's so sad. And there are some rumor mongers, terrible people, enemies of Yoruba land, enemies of the throne, or whatever you want to. They are all over the place saying that this and that. You say that you know how to go about it now, Oba. You don't need to bother about the BBC interview that your wife granted where he said that you are the king of Just express yourself. Life is life. We are in it. You too, you say you never expected, not that you don't know that you are from that lineage, you never expected that it's going to be what it is. They gave you the crown. So you would have cleared it that way, once and for all. And afterwards, whoever comes out to say Obelegushi, then that person must present evidence. But if you don't do so, this will not stop. Your name will continuously be, they will attach your name to everything, because that petition that Mohbad wrote bore your name. Your name is there. And they said that you sent them. Yes, you issued a disclaimer saying that this guy is not a member of the family. Did Mohbad say that he is a member of the family in that petition? Mohbad didn't say he said he's a member of the family. That is what Mohbad said is that Bole or Bale or what is his name, Bele or Bele, and Sam Larry and some other dudes that came, that Sam Larry was the one that fronted, that they came with weapons of different dimensions. And when they did what they did, they said that Obelegushi is the one that sent them. And at the end part of it, that is the most important part. In fact, that is where people started connecting the dots together. That they said, there's a difference between Obelegushi is behind us, Obelegushi sent us. He wrote there that they said that the reason why they will continuously bully him, beat him, till they RIP him. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know what he wrote there, but if you don't know, let us still continue. At that end, that part of it, I'm not talking about the instrument they destroyed now, that they are not going to tell him the reason behind it, why Obelegushi sent them to beat him. So people took that part of it like, oh, so there is something that Obelegushi directly or indirectly has with Mohbad. And now that Mohbad is gone, and there is Liam, and there is Wunmi, who are supposed to get DNA done. Placenta, no. Naming ceremony, zero. Those two things are never played with in Yoruba culture. In fact, in the south of Nigeria, there are things that they don't joke with it. How are you going? What is that? Naming ceremony was done in a funny way. Mohbad's father was like, what's going on here? What's happening here? What's going on? He said he wanted to give the boy Victor some name like that. And they said, no, there is no name. There is no name available. In all of this, I will not lie to you, ladies and gentlemen who are seeking for justice for Mohbad. Mohbad is no longer alive, but he really messed up. He messed up. If he was under a spell, that I don't know. But Mohbad really messed up. Mohbad caused all of these problems for himself. And he's still causing problems for his father. That is why it is important that you listen to good advice and work with it. This should be a lesson, eye-opener. If I'm to go into all that our guest is saying, it is the same. It is the same. But she's ready to go back to back with Obelegushi, trying to connect those dots together, saying, how come? How come? You heard the lawyer she called saying, are you the one that he said, yes, I am? And she said she ignored all of it and that she does not care. She's ready to go all the way. There was a time she said she was going to come to Nigeria. People said no, she shouldn't come. Of course, I know she's joking. She will not be stupid to come to Nigeria at this time. These guys, they are not joking. They will pick her up, put her in the custody of one of those police officers that that does not like her. So it will be an easier job. They will not respect the rule of law. They will press and pressure. There's something they will not do. But if she's to come, well, I believe she will not walk alone. But I would advise her not to come back anywhere. Don't come back. Let us just press on this matter deeply and sensibly. We'll arrive somewhere on this justice for Mohbad. Yeah, we'll arrive somewhere. Mohbad will not just spy like that. No, not at all. Not at all. Mohbad will not just go that way. He has made his mistakes, a lot of mistakes. Slowly, without sentiment, if you're objective, you realize the mistakes of Mohbad. In fact, we are calling it a mistake because he's not here to defend himself. Mohbad showed a lot of weakness. Why? I don't know. If you've been on this platform, you must have heard from his friend, childhood friend, who knew Mohbad back then when Mohbad played this talking drum. That's what it is called. I think Yoruba call it gong gong, something like that. He played it back then when he was in school. His father taught him this. He played it. This is where Mohbad got that. You know, people who play musical instrument and also have the talent to sing. When they deliver, you know, they understand music. So, Mohbad really made mistakes. He would have put an end to this wickedness. They eventually swallowed him up. But he allowed it to grow. Rather, he started singing. When Mohbad's father wanted to sing, they say he should not sing. He should just shut up. Human beings can be wicked. They say the man should not talk. He kept quiet. He started singing. They say he should not sing. And they are not the ones that their son died. They said the man should not sing anymore. Okay, the man stopped singing. He said, okay, let me make it better. He started going to different platforms and then to say what has happened so that this thing will be kept. And they say, why are you talking? Don't talk again. I do understand the part of those that say Mohbad's father should not talk. He should walk in silence. There are two ways. You walk in silence, making your foot. Let them know that there is dust from every lifting and dropping of your foot, every step of your foot. Don't make it make sound, but let them know that there is dust of, raise the dust around. Let them sneeze. Let them be uncomfortable. Mohbad's father have been asked by Reuben Abati, the last interview he went, who have you sued anyone? These things are important. Mohbad's father's lawyer should begin to work. I know the case is being tied down here and there, and at times it seems Mohbad's father's lawyer is incapable, but it's not like that. It's just that it's not an easy process. You need the bureaucratic process. You need a judge to be assigned. The judge will not be assigned yet. This, that, that slow bureaucratic process. But if they are not ready to get you answers, this is how it is. They've been looking for permission to take a swab or cut off something from Mohbad's body to be used for DNA, since they might reject Mohbad's father. We might say, no, I want the man himself. That's why they are waiting and pressing to see if Mohbad's father will bury Mohbad. I hope they don't cut somebody's head, because there's something people cannot do. I hope they don't bring somebody's face and then, still on still, it will still come out negative. Unless they want to go and harvest some of their own family members and put there in place of Mohbad. What kind of rubbish is this? So Mohbad's father is waiting to get this permit to go and to get a sample from the body of Mohbad, so that can be used to get the DNA thing done. They said they've applied since January or February 2024 till today. As I am speaking, they have not been approved. In fact, they've not been assigned to a lawyer. Can you imagine? So is it going to take 1 year? Now, Reuben Abati asked, what is the substance of this request? They say DNA. Was the DNA contested when the disease was alive? His friend said that he told him that it's only once. All those things are lame. Mohbad's father's lawyer needs to do better. Those are, even someone that has not gone past through university. Although I want to believe that the man knows what he's doing. You don't need to talk about your strategy to achieve your results. So that's one I want to relax my mind on it. You don't have to tell your opponent your strategy, but it is plain and simple. If you are requesting for DNA, there is no two ways about it on this case of Mohbad. It's about motive. And they should stop talking about his friend said that Mohbad had something to do with Wunmi only once. Do you need to have something to do with a woman like 100 times before she gets pregnant? Only one is enough now. So they should stop talking about he did it only once. If you put time frame to it, that's a different thing. And still, it does not hold water because it is called hearsay. But still, it prompted. And moreover, if you say, oh, they didn't give me placenta, it's a Yoruba thing, it's a cultural thing. They might say, like, that does not mean that they didn't give it to you, doesn't mean, I want to know. Motive is what they should begin to hammer on. Unless Mohbad's father is not ready to sue Wunmi, saying you were with my son, and sue those that are with him. You are with my son and kind of suspecting foul play. Then they will say, oh, DNA and toxicology report does not show any physical attack on him, on Mohbad, and the so-called toxicology report shows no sign of him being poisoned. And the other part, maybe it was what the nurse administered. So what happened to Mohbad that made the nurse come? Let us start from there. Then Prime Boy will come into the picture again.